Hello, Pisces. My name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and it's so good to be here with all of you today. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if this video resonates with you. If this is your returning view to this channel, thank you so much for being here. We have so many new faces, and I'm so excited, Pisces. April was really good to me on the YouTube, so I hope that this momentum stays with us into May. Oh, you know what? Before we do your oracle, let's do your channel messages, okay? So, again, you're welcome to screenshot these if you'd like. What I like to do is prior to getting your messages, I dive into the cards myself. I listen to things I thought about overnight or in the morning or whatever. I sit down to do these readings for you, and I channel those messages into little bullet points for you to see if this message resonates with you, to clarify or verify something that you're going through, to give you warnings, help, whatever the case is. So your first one is to trust yourself. Your intuition is divine. If you've been thinking you're overthinking, you're crazy, there's no way that this is possible, trust your intuition. Your intuition is divine. Don't rush this. Divine timing is also at play. So if there's a situation that you feel like is taking longer to unfold and expand, trust that it is doing so for a reason. Angel numbers 444, 555, 666, and 999 have all been significant to me and may be significant to you. Self-worth and self-love is a hot commodity. It's what we are being told to do, and valuing ourselves. Manifestations are powerful at this time. We are in Taurus energy. There's a lot of good manifestation energy of actual wealth and prosperity and material goods with that energy. It's an earth sign. Practice mindfulness. What are you feeding your mind, Pisces? Where are you allowing your mind to escape to? You may also be focusing on blessings and curses. With the 12th house, it's the hidden house. A couple of days ago, we had activations of that house with the Mars-Pluto opposition. So have any, hidden blessings, hidden curses, hidden people, hidden enemies, which is our next one. Have they come up? Have you realized something, caught wind of something? A false person is in your energy trying to backfire your plans and path. Use your magic. You're healing the witch wound. The fairy guides will help with joy, play, and creativity. Purification through a spiritual bath or water cleansing would be helpful. The ocean might be helpful and might be significant to you. Hermit energy is very high, so right now if you feel the need to stay to yourself, do so, Pisces. A work collaboration or leadership opportunity is near. Job placement is favorable at this time, so if you've been looking for a job, I see good things coming in for you. Unexpected money or increase in your finances may appear this week. Expansion of your spiritual gifts and power. You should be noticing that right now, especially if you've been doing the work. Ravens could be significant to you as they talk about transformation. You may see ravens or crows. And many of you are connecting with ancient ancestral teachings and you're receiving downloads. I picked up on energy from Egypt, Rome, Native American, and Irish paths. So those may be significant to you. Let's dive into your oracle. Remember, timestamps are always in the description box. And I hope that you guys have had a lovely day wherever you are in the world. All right, we have Flower Child. I will show all of these to you really close. Truth, Dark Night of the Soul, and Energy with the Mirror. Ooh, hold on now. That slipped right out of my hand. With the Mirror on the bottom of the deck, it says self-reflection, writer, the bigger picture. So I feel like that card was kind of significant. We might look into that energy. So first card we have here is Flower Child. It says momentum, creativity, action. And on the book it says, I hope that over everyone else, you learn to make yourself proud. Love that. Then you have truth, honor, empress, integrity. Okay, it says that which is true will always be enough. Ooh, Pisces, look at this energy of the High Priestess coming through this card. You see the truth, or the truth is about to be seen by you. It's on its way. You see it with your third eye, and it may have not made it to your actual eyes yet. The Dark Night of the Soul. Transformation, awakening, and tower. The book says, she dug caverns in her heart until she found the light. Wow. We're going through it right now, huh? And call your energy back to you. It says energy, power, aura, and depletion. Heavy, 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 heavy. And again, I do feel like this card is going to be significant because of how it fell out of the deck. It says the mirror, self-reflection, writer, big picture. So what I'm getting from these cards, these three are energetically more connected than this first one here. But this first card is just saying right now that you need to be focused on making yourself happy. It says proud, but I really feel like making yourself happy, doing the spiritual work, diving deeper into whatever that is for you, and kind of having an attitude right now where you don't care and you're a little bit more nonchalant about the opinions and the projections of others. Because there might be people in your life right now who are trying to make you feel bad, or they don't condone of what you're doing, or they don't appreciate you. They don't encourage you. They don't understand you. They might be judging you, whatever the case is here. But this is about being kind of like a rebel spirit. When I think of the flower child, I think of like the 1960s and when everyone was like in like that peace love movement, right? There was this call to action to just be yourself and to express and emote how you wanted to. And so that's its own message. The other three, though, about truth, the dark night of the soul, and your energy, there's someone who's energetically been in your way. You may have been divining. I'm seeing this person sitting at their desk. So you may have been doing some type of ritual. You may have been pulling cards. You may have been diving deeper into esoteric knowledge, something at your desk, something where you were sitting down and really focusing on your upper chakras. And I feel like there was an energy here where you've just been trying to heal this heart space of yours. And in so doing, there was some truth that was revealed to you. And it was a heavy truth that has caused you to have to call your energy back. There's something that's disrupting your energy as you're going through this healing phase. You're still focusing on you with that flower child. But again, it says that which is true will always be enough. Call your energy back. There may be someone lying about you, lying to you. There could be someone being deceptive, or there could be a trickster energy in your life. And as you're going through this healing process and trying to focus on yourself, reflecting back this beautiful image to the world of who you really are, I do think that there are people who don't see the same person that you see. And they may be making you out to be someone different. There's that energy too of maybe some slander behind your back. But let's read card 37 about the truth. All right, it says honor, knight, empress, integrity. The affirmation spell is abundance happens when I honor my soul and live in truth. The honest path, the honorable knight, the noble empress, the liberation of self, the highest view can be seen once we have reached the mountain peak. And what a breathtaking view it is. A grueling climb that requires strength and perseverance can lead to a feeling of total freedom. That is what it feels like to set yourself free by the power of truth. Fulfillment on the level of soul and wholeness of self, regardless of what the world may see. You have earned your own sight. The path to authenticity is not an easy one. There are temptations all around. The witch's lair calls you near. Dark forces seek to make you stray from your path, to neglect your true self, to discard your values, and dishonor your soul. Some people will even choose the quote-unquote easy path, selling their soul in exchange for a shortcut to the top. This never works. This is the false self, the starving ego. For when they reach the peak, their view is obstructed by thick fog and mountain mist. They become cursed by the one who lured them in. They will never see the view. Only living truly can earn this gift of sight and fulfillment. The Truth card is about living with honor, integrity, and authenticity, and having goodwill towards humanity. Being a real gem in a world of fake stones, shining by your own real light rather than relying on the reflections of others. It is to validate yourself fully. It is to honor the callings, the highest truth of your soul, even when faced with temptation. Drawing this card can be a sign that you are currently navigating this path. You are indeed on a quest for truth. Living authentically has become a core value of yours. If you continue in search of your highest honor, you will surely be rewarded in priceless ways. Perhaps if you continue to live within the space of truth, you will achieve an abundance you never could have imagined. It is not dishonest to wish for true wealth in the metaphysical and physical world. So not only is this about you seeing the truth of a situation, this is actually you being the truth. This is you opening up to the realization that you were always meant to be you. And now this person who's gone through so much heart healing, who's learned how to call their power back, who's gone through or is currently going through a dark night of the soul, who's enriching themselves with deep knowledge, true essence of self and power, now understands their worth and also sees the truth of themselves and those around them like never before. I see someone with new eyes. That third eye is extremely activated. You may even start seeing things, collective, that you don't even want to see. You may have things revealed to you that have been right in front of you for so long, but only now can you really understand it. Many of you are going through activations that have come to you because of where people tried to make you small and dim your light or cast you aside. The wounding, the hurting, the chastising, the criticizing, all of those things, the manipulation, it pushed you into a place where you had to isolate and where you had to learn to heal. Now you look in this divine mirror and you see yourself as this healed version of yourself, outpouring with love and authenticity and your truth. And in so doing, you now see other people's truth that may have been hidden from you for so long. We're going to pull 2 angel numbers. You are the truth, Pisces. We got 3. We have 2, 1, 3, 4, achievement. And these could all be significant to you. 88, reward. And 3003, inspiration. 333 on the bottom of the deck. You are supported. Your spirit team wants you to know, as you go through this dark night of the soul, as you're learning to value yourself and to cut out the chatter of this world around you that always made you look at yourself in a different light than how you were supposed to be looked at, you're about to achieve so much. You're about to be rewarded with so much. Because you are about to inspire the masses with this truth telling that you know. You see this here? Do you see the third eye activation? You're about to inspire people with the truth that you tell. The knowledge and the wisdom that you hold within that was never meant to get out. And some of you are actually finding out, wow, I have a lot of sacred and secret knowledge in me that I was meant to share with the world. And in so doing, you are fully supported by your spirit team. When I see this triangle here, I also see the Egyptian energy flowing through this card. So, and we have flower for flower child. So you may connect in with that energy as well. Some of you may even have been around during that time. I see 444. You're also heavily protected at this time. You're learning some truths, I feel like, that are maybe making you feel a little unstable. But you are protected, Pisces. That which is true will always be enough. Do not let any lies, manipulation, coercion be done in front of you. Be still and know that God will handle all things that try to come up against you. All right, let's dive into your tarot. Current situation for Pisces in regard to this truth, their authenticity. Ooh, transformation energy, death. This is that dark night of the soul. Something's ending around you, Pisces. A cycle is closing out. You might be seeing skulls. You might be seeing moths. You might also be seeing lilies. White lilies could be significant. There's an ending that's taking place in your life. You're seeing the truth of that. What is this ending, Spirit? You're seeing the truth of what needs to end. Four of Pentacles, things hidden from you, where people have been holding back from you. Tell me more. The truth about relationships, homes, businesses, enemies, Five of Wands, and even the truth about you, who you are. Okay, what you used to want. So Four of Pentacles, it's a death to people holding and hiding things from you, holding back from you, giving you less than you deserve. Again, like I said, the truth of relationships. You may be finding out that people around you are just not completely who they said they were. Or things about connections, marriages, business partnerships, commitments, friendships even, are being tested by the death of what we used to know or how we used to act, what we used to do. Five of Wands would be like an open enemy, open opposition. So you're clearing up enemies in your energy. And also the Nine of Cups. There's a death to who you used to be, what used to satisfy you, what used to make you happy. So many of you, there's a big shift in the way that you perceive your outside world because you're not this person anymore. What's challenging the death and transformation for Pisces? You have to get out of your head. Eight of Swords. You know what you know. And even if other people are trying to make you think that you're crazy, or if you're doubting yourself about this ending, or you don't feel like you have the courage or the strength to walk any further, maybe you feel like situations around you are keeping you bound and stuck, you can free yourself, Pisces. That person in that image, she can look death straight in the eye and understand that a transformation has to occur for her to move on, move forward with her life. She is loosely bound, and there's no swords inside of her body. She is free to go. It is her mind that keeps her stuck. There's so many of you who have a death of the mind. A rebirth of understanding who you are, the spaces and places that you want to be attached to. And I think also it's the end of the old version of yourself. Some of you, you're at a point of like no return. Like, yeah, this is just a new version of me. When you look in that mirror, you might not even recognize the boy or the girl that you used to be. Strengths at this time for Pisces. Do not doubt yourself. Do not doubt this transition. You have the Eight of Cups, which is saying the strength that you have is your ability to soldier on. Emotionally, Pisces, you're just not waiting anymore for people to meet you. You're just like, are you coming with me or are you not? I have new things that are happening in my life. I've got bigger fish to fry. I've got a new path forward. I don't have time to be waiting for things that don't fulfill me anymore. Like, there's been a big, huge shift in transition of who you used to be. Some outlier energy as well with the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords. And your strength is, I see a person charging forward towards a brand new beginning, towards their passions. You're tired of being sad. You're tired of being let down. You're tired of living someone else's story, being someone else's pawn, being the martyr, settling for less, doubting your intuition. That's what this dark night of the soul is. This is like a big heart opening and a big third eye opening, as well as a big crown opening of the truth around you, Pisces. And you are no longer stuck. You're again saying, are you with me? Because I'm heading out. And with those mountains in front of her, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to be a completely easy process, Pisces, to go through this dark night. But you can do it. You have to trust yourself. And you're seeing the truth of situations for a reason. And even if they've been difficult truths for you lately, especially with that activation of the 12th house, I went through it too, Pisces. I'm not immune to this. There was a lot going on this past weekend for a lot of us. And will continue to be going on for a while. Like maybe you had some unshakable truth or some unshakable situation that you're trying to figure out right now, right? But you no longer can be that person who you used to be. You have to move forward. You have to go towards your truth. And what used to be your truth is no longer your truth for many of you. And that's okay. People may not recognize who you are, and that's okay. Area of focus. You do not need their validation. Yeah. King of Wands. The focus is on you, your desires, your power, your impact, your business, your passions, what you want to bring into this world. And honestly, the strength to just be individually you. I feel like when I see the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, the energy that they embody is just someone who's just like free in their own skin, wearing what they want to wear. Driving the car they want to drive, living in the house that they want to live in or not. I had one of you guys post and say that your new home is your RV. And that's beautiful. Some people might be like, an RV? Why would you want to live in an RV or a tiny home or live off grid or whatever the case is? But it's what is authentically true to you. You've been trying to live by the standards of others for too long, Pisces. It's time to just live by the standards of you. Near future. Six of Swords in reverse. So something's going to try to slow you down in the near future from moving on or moving forward. Why? Why, Spirit? Ooh. We have the Fool card. And we have the Four of Wands. People see you growing and glowing and moving on. And the people from your past are like, hey, I don't support that, or I don't want that, or there could be jealousy, there could be envy, there could be projection. They see you moving on. They see you celebrating. And they're so used to you being in this wounded energy, this Nine of Wands energy, where you were a little bit more able to be controlled or tamed or held back. But your future's looking bright, Pisces. It's looking like brand new soul tribe. It's looking like new house, new home, new clothes, new shoes, new dog, whatever the case is. And eventually, in the near future, you will get out of this situation, but there's a lot going on around you just to try to slow you down because they see the success that wants to come into your life. And now you see the truth of like, wow, if I were to stay around these people or these situations or around this particular frequency, vibration, religion, relationship, job, family, you will remain wounded. You will not be able to be yourself. You will not be able to free yourself. And I see opportunity for you with this Knight of Cups below that, of offers, of invitations, of movement forward to something better. And now is the time to take it. Move on. Let the old parts of you go. Let the death card do its job. Actually, let me look at the death card really quick. All right, the death card. It says change can be very uncomfortable, but without it, nothing can grow. Reflection questions: what sudden shifts have occurred in my life? Am I allowing myself time and space to process my feelings? Affirmation: the only way out is through. Upright: endings and beginnings, transformations, personally or externally, breakups or career changes. Reversed: anxiety about changes, refusing to move on, repeating past mistakes. So we didn't get it in reverse, but if you don't allow the death, that's the energy that you will embody, right? So what is transforming? What is changing? What is leaving in your life? And where might you be holding yourself back and not accepting this cup? You need to focus on your well-being, your star power, your potential, your influence. And I'm also seeing here the witch's hat. Your magical powers. You have to focus on your magic, Pisces. We've been, over the last week, really been focusing on the witch wound. The 12th house is where we talk about all this kind of stuff. So it makes sense why that's being activated in me and through me to you. But okay, recent past. The sun. I hear, here comes the sun, da 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 da. Here comes the sun, da. And now you see that light? My candle just went out. It's the death, endings. But the sun is coming out in the recent past for you, meaning that you realized, hey, I gotta go in this direction. Recent past, you saw an illumination of your soul. You reconnected with your childlike energy. Some of you may have had a child recently, and that child is causing transformation in your life. Could even be grandkids. It could be the birth of a new project. But there is a recent past solar energy that is allowing you to move through this transformation, because when that sun came out, you're like, oh, I see my truth. At least the truth of who I am now, because we have to remember as humans, we change. This might not be who you are forever either. You began to look at life through the lens of the Seven of Pentacles and say, what am I putting all my time, effort, blood, sweat, tears, energy into? And is it going to pay off for me in the long run? Or is this something that's fleeting? Am I happy here? Contemplation. That's the biggest one about your investments. Could be actual investments or just investment of your time and your energy. And you have to go towards the sun, towards your happiness, what makes you feel good. Advice. Page of Pentacles. Take the new opportunities. Transform who you are. Metamorphosize it. You see she's got those butterfly wings on. You have opportunity here, Pisces, with the Page of Pentacles to have a new life, to go in a different direction, to pick up a new career, a new song, a new way of life, a new truth, a pathway that's opening for you. Or you can stay stuck in this box that they've created for you, where you had to defend yourself and try to be yourself, but you never fully could. Environment at this time for Pisces. Ten of Swords. You're walking away from all this hurt, this betrayal energy, from people who have walked all over you, from feeling like you couldn't authentically be you. What I see with each of these swords is these are other people's truths, Pisces. These are other people's projections. These are other people's way of life. These are other people telling you how to live your life, what to do with your life, how to spend your money, how to raise your kids, how to eat, where you need to live. Projection, projection, projection. I feel all of those into your back. And with this in your environment, this means it's over. That person's done. That person's down. Devil energy here. Toxic connections, relationships, they're being cut out. Vices, ways you used to even treat yourself, Pisces, are gone. Or they're leaving. Are you drinking less, smoking less, getting outside, exercising? Has your diet changed significantly recently? Can you not stomach those same foods? Are you working on your mental health? Are you ridding yourself of toxic relationships and toxic connections to jobs, family, and friends? All of those things in your environment were causing those daggers. Tell me more about this environment. But when we see those 10s, we know that that cycle is closing. And you're headed to receive gifts for your energy, for your healing, for not allowing this to keep you down. Spirit says, I have a reward for you, my child, for putting up with all of this. And that reward comes with you stepping into a new version of yourself. And that new version of yourself is going to be able to bless so many others in return. But there is a choice you have to make. Will you choose to let the old person, the old situation, the old versions of you die and accept the death of the old and the truth of who you now are? Or will you not? Who is going to be staring you back in the mirror? Hopes and fears. You are juggling the old life and the new life. You're like in between worlds. That's what I feel here. And your hopes and fears are related to trying to find what makes you happy on an emotional level, what can take care of you on a physical level. And you don't want to miss this opportunity, Pisces, but you're used to things not working out for you. So when you see this Two of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, there's an energy here of having to just go with the flow. There's a lot of turbulence in the water behind this person. There's a lot of stillness here. If you keep trying to juggle the old life and the new life, and you're taking parts of you and not all of you, and you're still staying a little bit stuck, like this energy here, you're not going to be able to move into your future. But the future you is calling for you to accept this energetic shift that wants to come into your life and to allow you to move into a new setting, new scene, new reality, new timeline. And you have to let the old timeline go. You might be afraid of what that feels like. You're so used to the chaos. You're so used to the turbulence. But again, I don't want you to miss an opportunity, Pisces, because this is the card of sometimes just being complacent. She's not happy, but not really moving towards this divine offering. Trust that Spirit is not going to lead you astray. And you must trust in yourself and trust what you think above all else. What other people have to say about you, you have to let that go. They're not going to understand. Until they're on your frequency. And then it's like, oh, I get you now. Potential outcome. Ooh. Spirit says don't miss it. Four of Cups. Some of you are sitting on the edge. I see like someone sitting on a wall. And it's like you're ready to take the leap to the other side and to really let go of the old you, but there's still some things that you haven't fully untethered. So Spirit wants you to know that like this is not a forced upon you type of reading. You do have the Sun and the Death card as major arcana. The rest are minor, meaning that a little bit lesser energetic energy here. You did have the Fool card though as well. But if you don't want this cup, if you don't want to sit in your truth and be in your authenticity, you do have the potential to miss this opportunity and to stay where you are. Tell me more. You have to be willing to go through this process. Four of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. This new opportunity to let the old go will allow you to rest, Pisces. It's going to be a long journey. It's going to be worth it though with that Knight of Pentacles. It will all pay off all of this that you've done is not in vain, and is going to bring you to a place of more peace, more rest, rejuvenation, and you can continue to heal. I see this being a place of healing for you, especially when you're laying down in that bed and you're allowing all the parts of you that have come up over the last couple of years to just be integrated, to be loved on, and to be moved by the Spirit of God. There's something within you that is seeking change, and your outer world might be forcing you into this change. So take up the mantle and understand that your energy is important. You are being depleted of it. It says power aura depletion. What you don't do to call your energy back will essentially take you down, take you out. This is a time to reframe and restructure and to hold your head high. The new version of you will be so thankful. Your higher self is calling. You don't own me. Detachment, domination, escaping, and freedom. This is what you need to tell everybody who thinks that they have the old Pisces. That person is gone. You don't own me. You don't own me. Da, 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 da. I don't know that song, but it's coming through. You have no honor among thieves, fraud, scandal, cannot be trusted, corruption, criminals, robbery, extortion, foolish plans. People around you are showing you their truth. So with the Dreamweaver card, you're being told to continue to weave your truth. It says create your own reality. Like, this is a time for you to be yourself. You are around thieves, and those are also energy vampires. Oh, that one fell a little too far. I'll try to grab it in a few. That one flew away. For Pisces. The world. There's an ending to your current situation. The world is about wrapping up a chapter. And many of you are going to be expanding into the world, moving, sharing your gifts with the world, activating at this time with others around the world. We're waking up. Heart like a lotus flower. You are totally opening up to your gifts, to your truth, to spirituality at this time. I don't want you to feel like you can't move on and out. Doesn't matter what age you are, you may have just been stuck in constructs and confines for some time. And now it's time for you to break free of the constraints of others, the limitations. It says cut through confusion. And this is the sword of truth. Discernment, intuition, clarity, truth, spiritual gifts of wisdom, foresight, intellect, new ideas, and focus. Some of you are even being targeted for your truth. You're telling people the truth and they're like, you're crazy. Dispelling an illusion. And I see this within the self and without of you. There is something in your energy that is definitely an illusion or like a fraud. But also you may have been acting in that space too. Again, dispelling an illusion, getting rid of. Ooh, that'll be it. We got quite a few there. We got courthouse, legal documents. So some of you are going to also be told to tell the truth in court. You're going to have to hold your weight in court or some kind of legal situation. Things that have been hidden from you are now being revealed to you. This is also that third eye activation energy we see on the High Priestess. What is being hidden from you, you are actually seeing through. Because you have the ability to see things people can't see. Journey, travel, and distance. Movement. And a lot of you are moving away from these current confines and constructs. And then you have, it's okay to start over and over and over again. Rebirth, reinvent, and rise. So this is the rebirth part of the death card. This is the phoenix rising within you. So It's okay for you to go through this death, because you will reinvent yourself. You will rise again. You will see yourself in a new light. And you understand now that all of this illusion and disillusionment and feeling trapped and people projecting and lying, and some of you are entrapped in maybe like fraudulent court cases or fraudulent situations where you have to see through the illusion and the confusion that they have around you. And what's happening is that activation within your third eye is helping you to see more clearly the things that have been hidden from you for so long. And it's allowing you to gain your power back. Let's get the one that fell on the floor. It was love spell. Potions, rituals, attraction, self-love, and romance. So there could be also someone that is trying to deceive you in the area of love, keeping you from loving yourself. It's not working though. I see you looking really attractive, but also there could be people who are performing rituals that are taking things from you, taking things away from you that you love, affecting your ability to find love. And the way that it just like flew off the table, I feel like the energy of this card is very heavy. So for those of you that this resonates with, as you call your energy back and your power back to you, that self-love increases, that romance will follow, the attraction will follow, and you're going to reverse the energy of these spells. I also see mirror magic being important. That's where you stand in front of a mirror and you kind of just like tell yourself mantras, tell yourself how beautiful you are, look at yourself in a way that allows you to see your true beauty. So I see that coming through for some of you, not for everybody, but that one, because it flew, its energy was quite heavy in this collective. And we have been talking about self-love. So there's a song called Self-Love by an artist I love called Shannon Blake. And if you guys get the chance to listen to that song, I think it will be very helpful, and it's just very empowering. She sings music about spirituality, but in a way that is not so woo-woo sounding. You know, it's very fun, upbeat, kind of hip-hop, pop type of vibe. So, anywho, Pisces, just call your power back. There's a lot of situations here where you are escaping illusion, delusion, and attachments. You are escaping to your freedom. You are reinventing who you are. And most importantly, you are allowing yourself to be yourself. And I'm very proud of you. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another video. I love you so, so, so much. Take care. Keep being you. Freedom is your birthright. Bye, Pisces.